It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pick. Yards on 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Shreds the tackle.
Nice.
And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' 1st down as he'll take this down to the 22-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. The Eagles have 8 and 6 now on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's Hurts to throw. His throw incomplete.
I want to see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
2nd and 10. Hurts with a quick throw, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And oh, it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2? And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott now to have the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Eagle defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
And that one behind his receiver and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And Goedert going to have an Eagles 1st down as he's up to the 45. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. They go play action with Hurts. And this throw will be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Charles, I don't know what's going on in that defensive team meeting room, but they better keep it rolling. 3 picks last week, 2 here now in the first quarter.
Everyone talks about creating turnovers and getting takeaways, but until it gets put into action, it's just talk. And right now, it's in action and in a big way. Now they've got the receivers wondering if they have to turn around and play more defense instead of running routes trying to take the ball downfield.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. This is 2nd and 8. To the air with McCarthy. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Vikings are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
And they'll run again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Touchdown, Vikings! From 4 yards out. And the Vikings have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Under pressure, they got him again. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Past the 20. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now McCarthy. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will make this a 4-point game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Being chased out left. Then he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They work now on 2nd and 9. Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Looking to throw McCarthy. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Over the middle and complete to Addison. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To the air again, McCarthy. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the 3rd quarter will start from the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll, and now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Throwing is Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
In motion right is Smith. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. On a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. His pass caught at the 4. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith from 3 yards out. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. They're going to try and run. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Here's McCarthy. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay?
That's caught inside the 20. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson with career touchdown number 70. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Next to score, Vikings 31, Eagles 21. Will Whiter, the kickoff for the Vikings.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Slot man moves right. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Eagles are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a first. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 52 yards on the ground for him now, as he's done that on 15 carries. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Throwing is McCarthy. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Kyle Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Fifth catch of the game for him there. Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often. But and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there. Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive. And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed. Zach Bond there on the tackle. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center. And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block. That's caught downfield by Addison. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Stop.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On second down, they'll run it here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 3rd and 6. Back to throw. McCarthy able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Viking first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, That tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Minnesota,